Cemetery on the hill overlooked all of Willow Creek, as if the dead were still keeping watch over the living. Wooden crosses leaned in tired angles beside polished granite markers. Wild grass bent beneath the prairie wind, whispering through the rows like a restless spirit. And among the stones stood Bob Whitaker, steady and silent, his hammer rising and falling in practiced rhythm. Tap, 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 tap. Each strike of his chisel sent a fine spray of dust into the air. The name beneath his hands slowly emerged from the stone. Eleanor Hayes, 1842 to 1889. Bob worked with care, shaping every letter as though it were sacred. He believed names deserved respect. Long after voices faded and photographs yellowed, a name carved deep into granite remained. It endured storms. It endured time. It endured. Forgetting, he paused and wiped his brow with the back of his sleeve. The afternoon sun was relentless, but Bob hardly noticed. He had carved tombstones for nearly 15 years now. He knew the weight of loss better than most. When influenza had taken his wife, Margaret, he had carved her marker himself, his finest work. After that day, he stopped carving anything else. Grief had hardened him like stone. The townsfolk said Bob was dependable, quiet, a man who understood sorrow. Families sought him out when death came knocking. He never turned anyone away, yet no one lingered long in his workshop. It was a place of endings. By early evening, he loaded the finished headstone onto his wagon and made his way down into town. Willow Creek was small but stubborn, wooden storefronts lining a dusty street, horses tied to rails, the distant clang of a blacksmith's hammer ringing through the air. Children ran past him laughing, their boots kicking up little clouds of dirt. Bob watched them briefly before looking away. He delivered the headstone to the Hayes family, offering a respectful nod before leaving them to their mourning. When he returned to his workshop at the edge of town, he found someone standing near the door. She wasn't dressed in black like most of his visitors. Instead, she wore a pale green dress with rolled sleeves and held a stack of books against her chest. "Mr. Whitaker?" she asked. "That's me," he replied, setting down his gloves. "My name is Abigail Turner. I'm the new schoolteacher." He studied her cautiously. She looked young to have taken on such responsibility, but there was something steady in her posture. "I'm sorry for your loss," he said automatically. She blinked. "Oh, I'm not here for a tombstone." That caught his attention. "Then, what can I do for you? If you want to hear the full story, click the title below."